boys and girls, it's time for science story time. And today we're going to be talking about sequencing. Sequencing is when you do things always in the same order. You always do the same thing first, and the same thing second, and the same thing third. It's almost like opposites in a way. And this book is about Max and Ruby. It's called Max's New Suit, and it's by Rosemary. She's got lots and lots of books about Max and Ruby. It's time to get dressed for the party, said Ruby. Max hated his brand new suit so much. First the pants, Max, said Ruby, one leg at a time. Always cross the straps in the back so they stay up. Stop wriggling, Max. Next the shirt, Max, said Ruby. The big hole goes over your head and your arms go in the little hole. Stand still, Max. Last your jacket, Max. One arm at a time. Button the buttons, Max. Your tie goes on last. Now you're all ready, Max. Hurry up, said Ruby. But Max wanted to dress himself. Look at that naughty Max. He took all his clothes on. No, he didn't. He took all his clothes off. Miss Jennifer is kind of silly with her opposites today. Now, Ruby had told Max to put his pants on first, but Max is changing that up, and he's putting his shirt on first, and look what he's doing. He's putting it where his pants go. He's putting his feet through the armholes. And now he's doing his pants second. And what's he doing with his pants? He's putting them where his shirt goes. He's putting his arms through the leg holes. And next he's going to do his jacket. And he is going to do that third, like Ruby said. But look what he's going to do. He's putting his jacket on his head. He's putting his ears through the armholes of his jacket and buttoning up over his face. And then he's putting his tie around the tops of his ears. And now Max is going to the party. And Ruby is just sitting there staring at him because she thinks he looks so silly like that. The end. Now, I looked at this book and I said, I want to make an opposites book too. And we have a new person working in the children's room, Miss Kristen, and she's an artist. And I asked her how I could make a book like this, and she told me I could make something called an accordion book. And so I cut a strip of paper that was blank on both sides, and I folded it up like this, like it was a fan. And then when I was done, I had a bunch of little squares on each side. And then we took it, and on one side, we drew what the bunny's mommy's telling him to do. It's time for bed, and the bunny's mommy says, first, we brush your teeth, and then you put on your pajamas, and next we read 2 stories, and then I sing you a lullaby, and then I give you hugs and kisses, and last of all, you close your eyes and go to sleep. And the bunny says, no, I don't like that. I have a different way of doing it. So on the back, I do the bunny's idea, and he did an opposite sequence. He did everything in the opposite order his mother said. He said, first I open my eyes, and next you give me hugs and kisses, and then we sing a wake-up song, and then we read 2 books, and then I take off my pajamas, and last I brush my teeth. Because the bunny thinks he isn't tired. The bunny thinks it's time to wake up. But it isn't. It's nighttime. In the end, we turn the book around, and the bunny does it the way his mommy wants him to. The end. I had fun learning about sequencing and opposites with you today, boys and girls, and reading about Max and Ruby. And I hope that after this video, you ask your grown-ups for a piece of paper and some crayons, and you make your own sequencing opposites book. I will see you next Friday, on YouTube. Make sure you have your grown up click the like button and subscribe so I can keep doing these videos and you can keep watching me every Friday. Bye, boys and girls.